They whacked out my mural. Benny here, GhostPicksATS.com, the #1 sports consultant in the business. Sunday, November 24th, NFL Sunday. I got my mural whacked. I got my mural whacked out on Sunday, baby. Shouts to Kendrick, but drop my top play. Drop my top plays. Listen, 7-2 now on plays 7 units or higher. I was on Notre Dame Army under 45.5. And Notre Dame they cooked. Notre Dame cooked yesterday. Notre Dame ain't playing, right? They cooked on Army. And I saw I know people were on Army. They cooked, right? What are we going to do? Today, I really liked 2 plays in the NFL. Like last week, I loved the Steelers. So I hammered the Steelers for 8 units. It was 1 8-unit play. Now today, I really like 2. I don't like one more than I like the other. I'm splitting it up. 5 units on each. I'd rather do that. So I'm going to have 10 units in action between 2 plays in the NFL today. I like both plays equally. We're going Sunday FUNDAY, $19.99. Pinned in the comment section. Now that is all sports, all plays. Sunday FUNDAY gets all my picks for today, which I have NHL. I have NBA. I have college basketball. And then I have 4 plays in the NFL today, including 2 5-unit plays today. Now listen, Sunday FUNDAY mostly centers around football. Correct. Not that I want to forget about the other sports, but let's be realistic. Sunday FUNDAY is Sunday is NFL football day. That's what it is. Jump on for football. Okay? Whatever you do with the rest, cool. But jump on for football, right? So, last week was probably my best week of the NFL season, right? I've been doing very good in the NFL, but last week I absolutely crushed in the NFL, okay? And I got pretty roughed up on my plays yesterday, so I'm finna bounce back here today in the NFL. I started out my day yesterday super hot too. So I went 3-2 on UFC. That was overnight, right? Lost on Fang, 1 on Zhao Long, 1 on Su Young Yu, 1 on Piotr Yan by decision. I lost my parlay, which was my second loss. I had Fang in the parlay, and I had Wang in there too. Wang got gripped a little too tight. So I started 3-2 on UFC overnight. I cashed on North Carolina minus 15.5. That was also late last night, like into today. That was on my today's card, right? Woke up and cashed 2 soccer in the morning. Chelsea money line at half. Arsenal NF over 2.5. So, I was feeling great going into the day. Like fantastic. Like I crushed all my plays. Like a great way to start the day. And then I got my ass kicked in college football. Smoked. Turned my whole day around and not in a good way. Indiana plus 10.5. North Carolina. Notre Dame Army under 45.5. And then I won on Kansas. I had Kansas as my free play right here on YouTube, so that's another free play winner. I had Kansas also as my premium play in college football too. Kansas put a beating on Colorado. I knew those Kansas wins weren't fluky the past couple weeks because I've been watching them, right? Week after week. They've been looking better, They've been getting healthier. They've been looking better. Great win by Kansas over Colorado. I lost Senators Canucks under 6.5 in the NHL. Lost Panthers Avs under 6.5. Lost on Knicks. They whacked out my mural. Shouts to Kendrick. I'm going to whack out their mural now. You know what I mean? NFL Sunday, let's have a day, baby. If you're new to my page, welcome. Take a second out of your day. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right here. Okay? Tap the bell. You'll get my video every single time it pops up. Follow me on TikTok. My name is Ghost Picks Benny. Most importantly, thumbs up in the video. Shout out of the day. Listen, I'm not going to lie. Seeing the comments for college football yesterday, you guys kind of made me feel okay about my bad day. Lots of L's. The books were handing out the losses yesterday. Boom, you have an L, you have an L, you have an L. And I don't like seeing losses. I don't. But I do think maybe maybe it was just one of those days. And we're on to the next. Shout out of the day. Des Chason, Louisiana -8. They put up 51. It was a rocking chair winner. No parlays cashed. There were a few nice winners, but Des Chason, Louisiana -8, and also Thomas Bowe. Okay, Ohio State -10.5. This was a game where a lot of folks, including myself, took Indiana. So I'm going to dap up Thomas Bowe here too. 250 points each. Oliver and Greg Brain, I see you. Nice winners. You guys both had nice winners too. You guys both had shout out winners recently too. But right back to it today. Let's all have a better day today. Same deal. 500 points I have to give away. I'm looking for one winner. If it ends up being two, it ends up being two. I gave two winners on shout out today. I had a hard time choosing. There were lots of losers. Nothing really stood out to me as like a super clear-cut winner. Louisiana crushed and Ohio State crushed on a game that I saw lots of people on Indiana. So the decisions. That was my decision. But let's go. Comment your top play for Sunday in the comment section. Hit me with some NFL bangers, baby. Hit me with some NFL bangers. Somebody give me a clear-cut winner. Make it easy for me. Be like, that's the one. That's a shout out. Bang, bang. Whether it's a parlay or whatever it is, or a single banger pick, let's go. Someone give me one. Hit me in the comment section. Let's get a free play. 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. Philadelphia Eagles at the Los Angeles Rams. Bird gang, baby. Only thing is, free play of the day. I'm going to take Los Angeles Rams +2.5. This video right here, this is about the Eagles, right? Do not sleep on the birds. Let me start there, okay? The offense we know is powerful. They can hit you in all. This is not really so much about the offense. It's the defense that is growing. Every game getting better and better. They're starting to, everything's starting to fall into play in that Vic Fangio scheme. Okay, so the D-backs are becoming a big problem for offenses right now. The Eagles have been rolling ever since the loss to the Buccaneers. Ever since they lost to the Bucs, they've allowed 16 points, 3 points, 17 points, 23 points, 6 points, and 18 points. A lot of points, under 20 a game. They've won 6 games straight, and I'm not going to lie. I was low-key waiting for the slip-up, and which I kind of thought was going to – I was waiting for the letdown game. And I thought it was going to happen last week, but Eagles showed up big last week against a good Commanders team. I'm all in on the Eagles right now. And it's the defense that has me all in. It's starting to click. Listen, the Eagles went out and got Fangio this year after last year's meltdown. The team needed changes. The changes were made, okay? I was not certain how Fangio would play out. But right now, it seems like this defense is really starting to take to him. Like we're starting to see this plan unfold, which it does. It takes time, but we're seeing it. Eagles D has been solid. And Vic Fangio has faced McVay before, and he has succeeded. Now, on the other side of this, Cooper Kupp, Puka, Stafford, Kyron Williams, Sean McVay. Rams offense can move. Rams offense can move. They can. So we have a nice matchup here. Rams offense versus Eagles defense. Rams defense, they're giving up over 20 a game. Okay? They have given up over 20 points a game all year long to everybody except for one opponent, which was the Raiders back in week 7. I don't think this Rams defense is just awful, though, okay? They have secondary issues, right? That Philly should be able to take advantage of, but don't forget Devontae Smith is out today too. But now listen, Rams, they get takeaways. Keep that in your memory bank, okay? And sacks, all right? Their defense is not bad, right? Their defense is not bad. It's mostly really their secondary. I know I haven't talked about the Eagles offense in this video, but to me, it's because the defense is where I'm really dialed in on for Philly. Like, that's what's getting me going. We kind of know what the offense can do. It's a very dangerous offense. Saquon has been a monster year for Saquon. The passing game that can hit you from all different angles. It's that type of team this year. Listen, so all of this about the Eagles. Why am I taking the Rams plus 2.5 points? Okay, and for me, it's a tricky game here. I think it's a tricky game. I do. Like, I still feel like Philly might be in line for the letdown. Playing on the West Coast, I feel like this is an obvious look. Like, okay, for me, like, this is like, okay, if you looked at the game, this is like an obvious look at the game 8-2 Eagles taking on the 5-5 Rams. See only 2.5 points. Blindly take the Eagles type of game. And I just gave you a lot of reasons why I love this Philly team, right? And everybody else is seeing that too. And I really do. I like this Philadelphia team this year. Some of the teams they just played have not been great. I will say that. Like all of them almost, right? They won 6 in a row. Commanders was a great win against a great team, a good team, okay? Cowboys, not good. Jaguars, Bengals, Giants, Browns. I know the Bengals are a good team, kind of, but they're not a good team. They're like a good 4-7 team. We can call it that or whatever they are. But yeah, they're all not good teams. None of them are winning this year. None of those teams that the Eagles just beat have been winning. Right now, week 12, this is a tricky part of the schedule right here. Tough schedule coming up here for the Eagles. They have the Rams tonight. Then they have the Ravens next week. They tuck the Panthers in there. And then they have the Steelers. Then they have the Commanders again. These next however many weeks, tough games. I think tonight's game is a tricky one. I do. I think it could be a lot closer than people think. I'm going to go ahead and take the 2.5 with the Rams. Free play of the day, Los Angeles Rams plus 2.5 points. Again, I'll always tell you this too. If you feel safer, when you get a line like 2.5, by the half a point, take it up to 3. Protect yourself from the field goal for the 3-point win. But that's up to you. All right. Sunday FUNDAY, $19.99. You're going to get all my plays on Sunday. Again, I have 2 5-unit plays in the NFL instead of 1 big one. I like both plays equally, so I split up the units. Football, baby. Let's go. As always, good luck. God bless. Grind on, baby. Cheers.